Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's lesson. This is lesson 2. Now let's recap. In lesson 1 we learned about identifying positive and negative numbers. Alright, so these are what we are going to tackle without using calculator. So without wasting much time, we start with question 1. Now before we start, we are going to learn something. When a number is negative, it means you are owing someone. And when a number is positive, it means you have. Yes, so before we start solving number 1, let's learn this. So for example, minus 4 plus 3. Yes, so here you realize that 4 is minus and 3 is positive. Okay. So how do we solve this? Okay, so here you are owing me, I'm going to use money. You are owing me 4 and you brought 3. So when you pay the 3, you still owe but 1. So your answer is negative 1. Are we okay? Yeah, so we are going to use you owe me, you pay. Okay, so sometimes you owe, you come and pay, you'll be able to pay all. Sometimes you can't pay all, you pay half and you'll be owing less. Sometimes you can pay all and still have. So that's what we are going to use. Now another one is I have 7 plus 10, which we know 7 plus 10 is 17. You have, that is 7, and here too you have what? 10. So adding the 2, you get what? 17. Good. Now again, I have 7 minus 10. So before you start, we need to identify the positive and the negative number. So realize that 7 is positive. Check where the sign is. And 10 is negative. So here you ask, how much are you owing me? You are owing me 10. And you have how much? You have 7. So you having is the positive, you owing is the negative. So you owe me 10 here and you brought what? 7. So when you pay off the 7, the question is, will you still owe me? Yes, you owe me, but how much? You owe me what? Negative 3. Do you understand? Yes. So here we are going to apply owing, going to pay, and so on and so forth. So number 1, I have with me here 9 plus 3 minus 4 minus 3. So with this, we are going to use the same what? Formula. But here we are going to solve them 2. Right. So we are going to first tackle this. Okay. Now 9 there is positive. Plus what? Positive what? 3. So our answer is going to be 12. Now let's add negative 4, negative 3 to it. Now we solve the next 2. That's 12 and 4. So you ask, which of them are you owing and which of them do you have? You realize that you are owing 4 and you have 12. So when you pay the 12, okay, out of the 4 you are owing, are you still going to what? Oh, so here you are not going to what? Oh, do you understand? Because you came with more money. Okay, yes. So here when you pay, you have what? Positive what? 8. Good. So you are left with what? Positive 8. So we add the 3 to it. Okay, so we have 8 minus what? 3. 8 minus 3. So 8 minus 3. So you ask yourself again, which of the numbers do you owe? So you realize that you are owing 3. And which of them do you have? You are having 8. So if you owe 3, you have 8. You pay. Do you still owe? No, you are not going to owe. Okay, when you pay off the 3, it will remain what? 5. That's positive 5. So the answer to number 1 is what? 5. Are you good? Good. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, I have with me here 8 minus 4 plus 3 plus 2. So we are tackling this 8 and 4. So ask 8 and 4, which of them are you owing? You are owing 4 and you have 8. So when you pay the 4, you'll be left with 4. Okay, add this to it. Now we tackle this. Since they are all plus, you can even do it straight. Okay, so this will give you 7 plus 2, and our answer will be 9. That's so easy, right? Good. Now let's move on to number 3. I have with me here negative 7, negative 4 plus 2, negative what? 3. So we solve this, the first two. So you are owing me 7. Okay, you realize that 7 and 4 are all negative. So it means you are owing me 7. The next day you came to borrow another what? 4. So you still owe me what? More. So you still owe me negative what? 11. So let's add plus 2, negative 3 to it. Now we solve for these two. Alright, so here 11 and 2, you ask yourself, which of them are you owing and which of them do you have? So realize that you are owing 11, but you have 2. So when you pay off the 2, you still owe 9. That negative 9. We add negative 3 to it. Now 9 and 3, you realize that the sign are at the left side of the word number, so they are all negative. So you owe, instead of you bringing the money, you didn't. You came to borrow another 3. So you still owe me more. That's negative 12. So our final answer is what? Negative 12. Now, question 4. We have negative 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 12. My 12 is not okay. Good. All right, so here we are solving them 2. So you ask 10 and 2, which of them are you owing? You realize that you are owing 10 and you brought 2. So when you pay, you still owe 8, negative 8. Let's add plus 3 and plus 12. We are solving these two. So 8 and 3, realize you are owing 8 and you have 3. So when you pay the 3, you still owe negative what? 5. You still owe 5. Let's add 12. Now you are owing 5 and you brought 12. So when you pay off the 5, you'll be left with 7. So this is all, and this is how to go about without using calculator. So always let's learn how to use you owing, okay, or you having, and let's take into consideration the positive and negative numbers. And when you're able to solve them 2 like this, math becomes so easy.